From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back to back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A-Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my. It's another sports podcast. Polo, 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 polo. My, oh my. It's another sports podcast. We got super producer Indy out of Nashville, Tennessee, rocking the ones and twos. That's Vaden Podcast Services. Vaden Podcast Services bringing the show to life. Got to give a huge shout out to all the homies in the live chat, to our friends that are Mariners fans. Y'all know we're loving this. It's your boy Ty here. Y'all know my man will mess around and get a triple-double. What's up, RG?
Oh man, somebody said y'all were looking for me. Here we go. Game 1 in the books. What a time to be a Mariner fan, man. What a time to be a Mariner fan. Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. Well, shout out to our friends at Romantic About Baseball. You know that we're loving the MLB playoffs right now, and we're so proud to be a part of the Baseball Lovers Alliance. That's several excellent MLB pods across the country. But y'all see we got another face in the chat. Y'all welcome Jerry B. What's up, bro?
Guys, refuse to lose. We're here. Got the
Refuse
huge
to
play.
lose, baby.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 95 highlights and correlations to this season. I'm loving it. I'm all about it.
No doubt. Well, I guess we're old heads and loving on that. What's up, RG?
I'm gonna refer to the chat real quick. Where's my man? Where's my man Tommy at? Or actually, you know what? Trying to see. We by no chance stole this one. We won this game.
100%.
We won this game. We won this game. There was no tomfoolery involved in this. We went out and did what we were supposed to do. We won this shit outright tonight. Now, let's get to some alarming things first. We have absolutely got to start hitting better with runnings and scoring position. 24th in strikeouts, 26th in runners in scoring position, and dead last in the major league in productive outs. That is a horrible sign moving forward, but you are who you are, and it maybe it's too late for the Tiger to change the stripes. That being said, Jorge Polanco.
Polo.
That being said, Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
Cal.
And the man of the day with the dog in him. Bryce Miller, where the fuck you at, dog? Stand up, homie.
Yo,
Gives
Big
up.
Tech showed up.
Gives up the home run to Springer. And just in case you're new around here, Springer ain't no joke. That's his 23rd career playoff home run. And if you haven't watched him in anything that he does, you know, he only kind of did that in a couple game sevens of the World Series to help the Astros win. That dude is there for a fucking reason. After that hit, 1 for 27 the rest of the fucking game they go.
Yeah, he
Took
locked
him
in.
and shut him down.
Yeah, he locked in. He came up huge, getting in so deep, man. Like, that was crucial. I thought for sure after that first inning, we were going to be going deep into the bullpen after that marathon game on Friday. And I was dreading that.
Well, it gave you reason to be alarmed. All the pundits we're talking about, we didn't have what it takes. We don't have enough left-handed arms in the bullpen. Spire's broken. If we can't go deep, we're in trouble. Cal's all we got. Just they were given every reason and excuse about why we should just pack up and should have stayed in Seattle. But the last time that I checked, in the last 3 playoff games that we've played against the Blue Jays in the Rogers Center, it's Mariners 3, Blue Jays nothing.
Let's do it, baby. Ginger Fit, I agree. 2024 Bryce Miller. And that's what made the Mariners so dangerous the last few years, guys. That's why we've been so frustrated about not making the playoffs the last 2 years, sandwiched in between here, is because this is a pitching staff that, although Miller's been injured, he has been hit really hard. This guy, what went had an ERA under 3 and over 180 innings pitched last season. It's freaking in him, and he's getting healthy and he's getting confident at the perfect time, man. And I freaking love it, guys. You know it. This was a critical game. And you're right, RG. We didn't steal it necessarily. That's just a good win. But, I mean, come on. How clutch is Polo, y'all?
Oh, he's playoff MVP so far, hundred
Sure
percent.
is. Sure is. You ain't ever lied.
Nope, he's the reason we won both those games against Scooball. He, I mean, it's undeniable. He's the MVP so far.
Just think about the culture change that we've seen with, and they alluded to it during the broadcast. Cal goes and has a 2.5, 3 hour meeting with management. It's like, what is it that you're really trying to do? Because I'm not going to let you waste my career here. What show me that you care. Show me that you're willing to do what it takes. And like I had said during the last time I got to be on the mic with y'all, I had to stop hating on Jerry and Justin for a little bit because they did the thing that we've been screaming for them to do. Has Gino been Gino? Gino's absolutely been Gino, and Gino's what you expect from him. A couple bright moments, a lot of strikeouts, but hey, that's Gino. We'll take it. Naylor's defense definitely helped keep us in the Detroit series, and that guy is just a hired mercenary. But Polo, man, sticking with him, bringing him back after all everybody was screaming we should maybe move on from him, man. That dude has done nothing but earn it, man. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. This is I can't quite put it to anything else other than this is just its own animal right now. I don't want to compare it to 2001 because we didn't get any success in it. But this team wins a game in that 2001 series that those guys couldn't. I'll say it. I'll say it right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm with it.
They didn't have that pitching depth, though. This is what they're talking about, though, man. And I'm agreeing. Bryce Miller was arguably the best pitcher on the team last year, definitely in consideration. This guy is a legit freaking dog with a great stuff, a great fastball, and he's gotten right at the right time, man. If you want to win a championship, man, sometimes the stars need to align, and this guy's had a crappy year, almost 100% because of injury, and he's worked himself back at the best time. I'm so happy for Bryce. I'm so happy for the team. This has got to be a huge confidence boost for the man himself, which makes me believe in him more going down the line into the rest of the playoffs, y'all. But let's rewind a little bit and let's talk about the Tiger series, guys. RG, I'm gonna start with you. Anyone from the Tiger series really popped and made you think, "Damn, we couldn't have gotten by without this guy"?
Polanco, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the division series. But I can't. I can't.
Okay,
I can't. I
okay,
can't. I can't,
okay.
even, can't. We can't look back. We can't look back. If
All
that
right,
was one
all
that
right.
we took one out of the cookie jar. If you want to say that we stole something, that's one that we took out of the cookie jar and got out the kitchen before the lights came on and mom came down to beat our ass. That's the one that we stole. This absolutely, this absolutely was the team that they had put together. Now, granted, it looked for a long time like we were about to go out there and give Bryce a Felix. But Cal, being the professional hitter that Cal is, realized that they were not going to throw him anything up. And the only way he was going to be able to beat him was to go down and get one. And Gosman pitched a hell of a game. Gosman pitched a hell of a game, except for that mistake pitch where he left it a little bit too far over the plate and Cal was able to get his hands extended and go out and go get it. Then I'll give a shout out to it. There's a Discord that's full of Mariner fans that were screaming that playoff Randy is nowhere to be found. He may not be there with the bat, but you can't tell me that guy's not out there hustling, man, and doing what he has to. Him putting pressure on the defense with those stolen bases was massive. Was absolutely massive for us. But
Yeah, hundred
yes,
percent.
would I love to see him be more offensive productive for us? Absolutely, man. But He's out there doing what you're supposed to do. Put them in a position where they have to make outstanding plays to be able to do something for it, and it opened up a hole for Polo.
Yeah. Hey, Randy made a fantastic catch late in the game on a laser beam to left too. Dive into a ball in front of him. We know defense isn't his calling card, but okay. It's the playoffs, man. Whatever you can do to help the team, man. You're gonna struggle at the dish at times. Whatever you can do to help the team. And I wrote this down too, RG, so I wouldn't forget. Early in game five, they're hitting some lasers off of Kirby. Polo, JP, Suarez. They might not be the analytical darlings of defense. All made big time tough plays to get critical outs, get out of the first inning, and get the game rolling. Dude, whatever it takes, man. Jerry, whatever it takes, man. It's the playoffs, baby.
100%. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Randy came up big with those stolen bases today. So if it weren't for that, I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here right now probably cheering about a win, maybe, possibly. But yeah, the defense has today. He had good defense. I mean, Detroit series, he had some questionable routes, but that's all right. Water under the bridge now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I said it in our group text that when it happened, had he not have taken that route to the ball, maybe game four goes completely different. And we end up winning that game and be able to get some rest in. But it's the Mariners. Maybe this is the way it has to be. It
Oh
has
yeah,
to be.
high
It has to
anxiety.
be. You has to be high anxiety. Thank God weed is legal in Washington. Smoke it if you got it. For those of us who can't, Tylenol and whiskey's the way to go. Just it's the way that the Mariners stress us out. But other than the misplay that Robles had, where I'm not sure what he was doing, but didn't even realize to the replay he had his situational card in his mouth while he was trying to go after that ball. Uh, we were able to get by it, and it didn't cause harm at all. And we were saying before the show started, Gabe Spire, man, way to pick yourself up off the deck. Way to pick yourself up off the deck, man, and come in and just hey, it was water off a duck's back. And I guess as a professional athlete, you have to be trained to have that type of mentality that one pitch isn't like the last pitch. And man, I wasn't nervous all night. Ginger Fit Dad says, "What the fuck were you watching?"
I mean, I'm kind of with him. Like this game one, I wasn't really sweating it too bad. It definitely wasn't no Friday experience, that's for sure. But yeah, I was more relaxed today. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely on edge, but wasn't sweating it too hard.
And I had to look it up because the chat's been talking about it. It is now confirmed. Game two starter for tomorrow. The LOG, the OG, triple OG, gangsta, read all about it. Logan Gilbert's taking the mound tomorrow for us, boys.
Ooh, Big Walt, love that. Yeah,
That's
actually,
serious
I
business.
really love that.
Tay Williams, fuck Jerry Jones. I love it. I love
I
it.
love it. We're
I don't
deep in
even
the
care about
Mariners, and
football.
he had to say it. I love
I
that.
don't
I
even care about
always.
football right now. I don't even care about
Oh
football right
shit.
now. I
Yeah,
definitely needed something to wash out my palate from as shitty as the Eagles are doing.
yeah, they lost
Oh
to
man.
Carolina today, right?
They sure did. They sure
That's
did. But
right.
there's time to talk about losers later. Let's keep talking about the Mariners.
Well, dude, we got to give a huge shout out to everyone on the pitching staff, kind of except for Gabe Spire, for even getting us to the ALCS, though, man. Brash Munoz, seeing Logan Gilbert, seeing La Piedra Castillo coming out of the bullpen. Bizarro doing work. Ginger Fit, that's right. Bizarro's one of the league leaders in appearances, and he didn't even become a regular reliever till well into the season. Bizarro is a workhorse. Sometimes he'll throw a cement mixer up there with his slider, and they are going to hit 450. I get that. But he, more often than not, is going to come through. I'm starting to believe in this team, RG. Talk to me, though, man. You were the first on the train. How good do you feel about Logan Gilbert at Toronto, man?
Captain Piss and Vinegar himself. He probably is Walter right now on the bus back to the hotel, just just as ready. And God bless it, man. I like it. I like it. Let's go out and see. Let's go out and try to put the hammer on these fools and get up 2-0. Coming back home where you'd only have to go 2 or 3 to get to the World Series. I love it. I love it. I was a little bit worried. I'll tell you what worried me. It wasn't so much the game itself, it was the celebration after game 5. And I guess I just don't understand why you pop bottles after every step you take in baseball compared to other sports. Because you hadn't done nothing except got to your Eleanor for us right now. That's what we celebrated. And I was a little apprehensive about them partying and then having to make that 7-hour flight and go home. But again, they alluded to the broadcast. No team travels throughout the course of the year as much as the Mariners do to be able to get from game to game. So that's something that these guys were used to. And I guess letting off the steam showed huge for them because there was no panic in those boys in blue tonight. In the light blue, there was a lot of panic in the boys in the dark blue once once they realized that Bryce Miller wasn't going nowhere. And what an epic pitching performance for him, man. Short, short rest, and to come out and just go absolutely ape shit like he did on the mound tonight. Big, big time Miller time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you got me all
Yeah.
jacked up.
Yeah, I mean, we're just accustomed to it at this point with having all this pitching for this many years. But I mean, we might have been nervous about Miller, but there's plenty of teams that would love for him to be their number 2 or number 3 pitcher.
Hmm?
You know, like he's a good pitcher. So
He is. He is. Little cheese, is that the cheese he is? He's
or
not big
string cheese.
cheese or string cheese. String cheese. That's what he is. Ooh, interesting stat there, Mariner Lifers. Miller's outing was the longest outing on short rest in postseason history.
Wow.
I talk about the one that I remember the most, and I may be dating myself because I am 42 years old, but the one that I remember the most isn't so much Madison Bumgarner, even though that was amazing to see. But I always go back to the Jack Morris performance in '91 for the Twins, where he pitched 11 innings. And just like someone's going to have to step up and give us that type of performance. And this is as close to that as you're going to get, especially
This,
in this new analytical world.
yeah, I was
This
gonna
is as
say in
close as
this
you're
day
going
and
to get.
age, yeah, this day and age, the complete games are rarities. So 6 innings in a playoff game, that's good stuff.
What was the stat? Maybe Indy can help us find it. I believe the stat was there weren't even 20 complete games thrown at all in Major League Baseball this year.
Yeah, I
Oh
would think
wow.
And
way less
Wow.
than that.
there haven't been 100 complete games thrown in the last 5 years, the lowest that number has ever been.
Feels that way.
Uh,
It makes me feel even more blessed, RG, that we went and saw Clayton Kershaw's last start, though, man, because that guy is going to be. I guess we could include Scherzer and Verlander in that mix, but those are going to be the last. Those are going to be the last of that generation, man. Pitching's change, and we can bitch about it, we can cry about it as much as you want, but that's just, these guys aren't asked to do the same thing, and that's why I think we're all applauding Bryce Miller. We came from that era where guys were going to go 7, 8, 9 innings. The guy commentating the game tonight, John Smoltz, we know how he feels about going innings in the playoffs. But this is the era in which we're in, man, and they're going all out for 5 or 6. And what do I give a shit if that's how you get a ring, man? By any means necessary.
Indy hooked us up with the stat only 12 complete games were thrown this year.
Damn.
Only 12 in total. And the Ginger Fit Dad, there were no hitters thrown this year either.
Wild, bro.
Yeah, a couple of them lost on the last out. That crazy one that the Dodgers had it down to one strike and then gave up 3 runs and lost the game. But that's just
That's right.
it's just nuts. It's just nuts. But pitching in Seattle is what got us to this dance, and it's definitely where we're going to need to lean on to get three out of the next 6.
Okay. I got a question for each of you. We'll start with Jerry then. Going forward in this series from the lineup, what hitter do you need to see step up, and what hitter do you think will step up?
Well, I think the hitter I want to step up is JP because he's all season long he was probably our best hitter when it came to runners and scoring position.
Mm.
And like I was talking about earlier, watching it with my brother today, and had that runner on third. I was like, JP's gonna do it. JP's gonna do it. And yeah, it didn't happen. But uh, that's probably who I want to step up the most. Um, but I think Randy will. I think Randy's gonna be coming up big here soon. It
Okay.
seems like he's gaining momentum. Like he's not today. He didn't have those ugly swings and wasn't chasing crazy balls way outside as much. Got that crucial walk. Got on base. I think Randy is going to heat up for the rest of the postseason.
I could see that
Um,
getting him swag back. What about you, bro?
Another one who hit good with runners in scoring position was Dom Canzone this year. Hit a 300 with runners in scoring position, and then I saw what was the stat that they flashed up? Polanco had over 300 average with running and scoring position. Polanco has done enough. I believe the obvious answer to this question is Randy, and I'm with you. I'm with Ginger Fit Dad. To me, the obvious answer to this is Randy. If we can get some production in front of Cal that forces them to pitch to it. And if we can get him, if we can take the pressure off of them, just don't let them walk them because that's going to start coming in this series. Let's not let them be in a position where they can just give Cal a free pass. Julio will get some timely hits. He'll get some timely hits, but really JP swing has gotten kind of long. He's trying to do too much. Shorten that swing a little bit without so much of the dip. I know a left-handed batters have almost like that natural, that the Griffey effect in their swing a lot. But shorten this up and let's find a way to get quicker to the ball for JP.
I feel like he's been swinging for the fence a lot more lately. He needs to get away from that.
And that's not his job.
Yeah, 100%. But
I like that.
he has too many grand slams under his belt. he just wants to hit that 5-run home run every time.
I'm sure it feels good. No, RG, it's kind of funny you mentioned that about JP because I always felt that he kind of had a long and slow swing, but he's always been able to catch up to the cheese. So what difference does it make? As if it's broke, don't fix it, especially at the major league level. And guys, I'm going to say we need more from Randy and Julio. Both sides of Cal's getting the singles. We've seen him go for about 430 feet in the first game against Toronto. Cal's doing work on each side of him. Both dudes are hitting below 200 in the playoffs. We know it's in them. I absolutely believe in them. But man, the coach has got to Dan's got to be. Hey, I need a little more from you, Julio. I need a little more from you, Randy. And if we get that, man, this team might be able to really make a run at this thing.
You're right, Gingerfit Dad. JP did have a clutch hit, and I tell you why it matters. I'll tell you absolutely why it matters. How many times in the last few games has a situation come up where JP is the one that we need to get that hit, even if it's just a long fly ball to get that runner in from third, and he has failed to be able to do that. That little hitch in the swing. We talked about this one of the previous times that the three of us were on this show. The king of the hill drill, and I feel that could help out JP a lot right now. Short to the ball. There's going to come a time you can get your hands extended, but short to the ball. Short, choke up on it a little bit. Short to the ball. Shorten that swing. Line drives is what we need. Line drives are what we need from him. Let him get on base. Let him use his speed to do what a Rosarena has done. Try stealing bases, putting pressure on the defense. it's magical when JP gets a hold of one and cranks one out, especially in the times where he does. But that's not what we need from him right now. We need him to get a good rope and get on base.
Yep. Turn
I
that
take I
lineup
take
over.
a absolutely I take a solid hit to right center field more than trying to see him hit one to section 302 of the outfield.
Well, look at the guys behind him. The odds are better for the Mariners to score more runs in a game if JP's on base with the three batters behind him compared to him hitting one out himself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they're gonna have to find a way to manufacture some runs. We said earlier, Tiger doesn't change the stripes, but we're definitely gonna need to find a way to manufacture some runs and not be so home run dependent. But tonight just went perfectly for us, and with all odds against us, this was that this might be one of the best wins that this franchise has had in the last 10 years, if not
Given the
the best.
circumstances. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yo, RG, you
Definitely.
were talking about the small ball, man. We know we got to hit the home runs. We know that's how the Mariners are going to play. But you're so right, man. Let's look at the game a few games ago against Detroit, man. Josh Naylor with a pretty lucky bloop double, steals third, Mitch Garver, sack fly, get him home. That's exactly. No, none of us are saying the home run doesn't matter, but in these close games against great pitching staffs, it's can you get a run out of seemingly thin air is going to be the difference in some of these critical ball games. Look at how many 3-2. Look at the first two games of the Tiger series were both 3-2 games, literally. And so I'm with you, RG. We're not discounting the home run, but you got to be able to scratch them out.
You need to, and we traditionally are not good at that, but we have to find a way. Have to find a way, and I think that Dan's the right man to be able to recognize that and get some things done. We tried, and Victor damn near got his hand blown off by that fastball the other night.
Oh my
But
god.
Yeah.
we can't be afraid to. But we can't be afraid to. It's going to take some of that to be able to get in because this this Toronto team is they're legit. They're legit, and unless they completely collapse, we're definitely going to have to find ways to keep manufacture runs to keep us in some of these games that are coming up.
Yeah. Just another testament to Miller and the rest of the bullpen to keep these guys at one run for the game. That's
Absolutely,
impressive.
Yeah.
absolutely. And how huge is that for Munoz to come in and not have to throw 10 pitches to get out of the inning? Get that guy some rest.
Yeah.
Mm. Brash out a
Absolutely.
fast inning, too. Great point. Great point.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. But that's what we want. That's what we would love to see 4 out of the next 5 nights or 3 out of the next 5 nights for me. Let's see if we can get a starter to get to the seventh. Then you could, and you got Bizardo some rest too, because that guy, me and Jerry have been talking to for a couple games too, in our conversation. Bizardo's been really good. Bizardo's been really good. There's times he's a Malax muncher too, where you definitely need your bong to be able to get through his inning. But yeah, that's what we said. We got home field advantage now moving forward. We got home field advantage. We fuck around and win tomorrow, man. This is Edgar and Dave is going to be ape shit on Wednesday, on a Thursday. What is it? Wednesday night? Yeah,
Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
yeah,
And who better than LG the OG to try to get out to a 2-0 lead?
Yeah.
absolutely,
I think that's the
absolutely.
money play tomorrow.
What a fucking win, dude. We gotta say it, man. This is a big fucking win. Because you set yourself up in these series, man. My expectations were so low for game one. I was just like, don't let the bullpen get fucked up, man. I like just keep the bullpen from getting blown up. We can recover. We can win this series. And they didn't want my laissez-faire go for a tie attitude. They're pissing on my bullshit, and I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Castillo, we said this. You said this the last time, Ty. You brought this up. The split say Castillo's a better pitcher at home. So now we get Castillo a home start
Mmm.
and the return of Brian Wu.
Yup.
Ooh.
Yup.
Ooh.
Turner Brian Wu. I was
Get
gonna
us a
say,
win tomorrow. Get us the
Kirby,
win tomorrow.
I think Kirby's got better splits at home as well.
Dude, we got all, and you got all three of them. And you got all three of them set up to go 3-4-5.
Hmm.
Get
Well,
us the
guys,
win tomorrow, Logan.
I'm looking at one thing from game one versus Toronto, man. And if you want to keep this lineup in check, if you want to keep the run tally low, we saw Vlad Jr. hit over 500 against the Yankees. In game one, the Mariners held him to 0 for 4. You're not going to hold him to 0 for 4 every night, but you can't let him wreck the game either. Great job keeping him in check.
I feel you, Sunday evening media. Imagine the vibe on the corner of Edgar and Dave if we get back to T-Mobile up 2-0.
Oh man, it's gonna be a
I might
legit earthquake registered.
I might have to take a flight.
Yeah, it's been
I'm on vacay all week, baby. I may have to take a flight.
yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos. It's been wild down there. I can only imagine. ALCS up two. If I can starting it off at home. It's gonna be wild.
What a clutch game, man. A big performance by Bryce Miller. 2 hits, yeah, 2 hits is all they got. The pitching staff did was as good as advertised. What I'm trying to say, pitching staff was as good as advertised. Came in and just brushed off the Springer bomb like it didn't happen. And there were times, just like in the game 5, where it felt like the mountain was higher to climb than it actually was. And then when Cal hit the bomb, it was like, okay, anything can happen here. Randy gets in and he knows he hasn't been doing it with the bat, but he knows how to be able to get it done, man. And those 2 steals just, to me, that was a game changer. To me, that was a game changer because it definitely opened up the opportunity for us to be able to score some runs without relying on deep. It made them switch the way that they were having to play. And my God, man, if the roof was open and there was a little bit of wind, Gino hits that ball out. That's as far as you can hit a ball in that stadium without it going out.
No, I'd say it to my brother. It's like he just had to hit it at the tallest wall in there.
Oh, for real.
Oh man, Tyson Baxter, it's been a pleasure finding your podcast and catching an affinity for the ends and seeing them have a magical run the same year I started following you guys. Hey, anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. There are times where right now we wouldn't even be talking Mariner baseball. We'd just be throwing jabs at each other over college and NFL football right now. But this team has definitely earned the right to be here. And like I said, man, as much as I love to bash them, I still give it up for Jerry and Justin making the move necessary to go out and get us 2 bats. Um, Granted, even though Gino has had led the American League in strikeouts after the trade, I'm still happy to have him back.
Yeah. Yeah, Gino gonna Gino, but honestly, I feel like that move was more an emotional move and upgrade for us. Like the reaction they got when he got on that plane after the trade, that was huge for this team.
No
Think
doubt.
about think about the morale killing moves that they've made in the last 5 years.
Yeah, the Graveman.
When they got the Graveman one, still irks me.
Hmm.
Still irks me. That was the first time where it really felt like we were watching a real life version of the major league movies play out in the Pacific Northwest. Just like anything you can to keep us down, we get it. And then making the move to move on from motherfucker Jones. Just,
Motherfucker Jones.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that one was a killer.
That's the greatest nickname I've ever given to anyone with a crooked hat from South Dakota. Um, Now they have put up something interesting here, Ty. Do you think we move Randy out of the leadoff spot and maybe go with Naylor or JP? I've already given my point of view. I say no. Ty, why don't you jump on this?
um, Even though Randy was on my list of guys that I need to step up right now, I would leave it the same. And The only way I would shift it at all is I would contemplate Naylor leading off if it was a righty starter. I do like Randy's speed at the top of the lineup in front of Cal. Randy can score from first base if Cal puts one in the alley. So that does bring value in my mind. I think I would leave it, and Ginger Fit read my mind. I don't know if y'all saw this. Paul Sewald was holding back tears from the Detroit dugout watching the Mariners celebrate. And although we know it's a business, the owners are going to try to get theirs, the players are going to get theirs. These are still human beings that build relationships on these ball clubs. And I felt for the guy, and it took me back a little bit to be like, damn, these are real people too, even though we kind of think of them in like fantasy football injury report type of shit. They're real people also.
Because he hasn't been the same since that trade.
Mm,
He hasn't been the same since that trade. And his soul kind of got exercised during that World Series when Seager hit that bomb off of him.
yeah. And then he also gave up the walk off for them to lose too. I mean, he gave it up twice in the World
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah. So he hasn't been the same since. And then I like the guy. Um, but and this is a business, and you have to be able to make moves to set up the next one. And the way that this team is put together, as much as I loved going on Bleacher Report and being able to type the word motherfucking, having not edited, I gotta de- definitely definitely had to put it to bed, man.
No doubt, no doubt. So I was just thinking about this with the Mariners too, is against Detroit. So on paper, I think we'd all probably say Toronto's a better team on paper, but sometimes it's about the matchups. Detroit's two best hitters are those two lefties, and I thank the Lord we don't have to fricking face Karen Carpenter again until next year. That motherfucker is giving me nightmares like Jason, man, stalking me in the night.
Yeah, man, he definitely is Freddie.
No, but for real, dude, we all these righties for Toronto in their lineup. We have all of these righty pitchers. I think that even though Toronto's better on paper, this might be a more favorable matchup for the Mariners.
I thought so too going into this, and then taking a look at everything. Let's also keep in mind in the series split, we won in Toronto, and they actually came to T-Mobile Park and put it on us.
Mm.
So there's as happy as we are in the way that this does set up, they're comfortable with coming over there to their home away from home, and just as well as I do, both of you living in the area, me getting a chance to be in town for one of those weekends. That ferry from Vancouver is gonna come in full of them Blue Jay fans. So it's going to be a very raucous atmosphere, and they'll be comfortable playing there. They did well this year there against us. So, um,
Yeah, I'm thinking
job's not over. Job is far
no,
from over right now.
definitely not over, but I'm thinking our pitching is in a much better spot this time around than it was then. Like it seemed like all middle season it was hard to bank on a good start from any of our starters. Like walking on eggshells, like hoping fingers crossed for a great besides Wu. Besides Wu, every other starter we had go up there, it was a nail biter going into the game, hoping for 6 innings, shoving type stuff, and I think we're getting that from everyone right now. I think they're rising to the challenge.
Well, three of our best pitchers all had arm injuries, man. And when it's tough. Arm injuries can ruin anybody's season. And the Mariners somehow have gotten Miller, LG, and Kirby. It feels like they somehow managed to get their arms right at the most opportune moment. And hopefully they're able to thrive because of it.
Gotta dip into the live chat. Gotta dip into the live chat. Ginger Fit Dad
Uh,
also pointed out the fact that Ty France did not make the Blue Jays roster for the ALCS. And a shout out to a name I haven't seen before, Junior Olivetta. Happy to have you, man. He says that we cannot let Blue Jay fans take over T-Mobile Park, which I fully agree. And Ginger Fit Dad says tariff the fuck out of those tickets.
You're goddamn right. We need it in the worst way right now.
Sure do, man. Sure do. But this is going to be fun. And Ginger Fit Dad points out something else, just to go with Jerry's point that we didn't have the lineup that we have now either during that middle of the season series against the Blue Jays. The stars seem to be aligning. Still a lot of work to do, but what a time to be a Mariner fan, man! What a time to be a Mariner fan.
How you feeling over there about it, Jerry?
I'm loving it, man. Like especially after Friday, that was the most roller coaster ride of my life, and afterwards, yeah, I celebrated hard, and I'm just gonna just gonna keep riding it the rest of the way. I mean, this is borderline uncharted territory for me. Like, I mean, I was alive for 2001, but I don't remember much of it. I was only like 10 at the time, so I couldn't appreciate it the way I can appreciate this one. So I'm taking full advantage, and I'm glass half full. So we're all in.
Well, we truly realize how rare this can be. RG, it's been 24 years in the making.
Sure has, and we've already matched the win total from the 2001 ALCS. So
Yeah.
the way to go from here is up, baby.
Yep, yep.
That's another thing I was thinking, man. Dude, Bryce Miller's a million times better than motherfucking Paul Abbott. Come on now. This team's got a way better chance of advancing. These rotations aren't even close, bro.
Yeah, I think
Let me run off the starters. Let me run off the starters for that. Game 1, Aaron Seeley took the loss. Game 2, Freddie Garcia took the loss. The only win we got was old man Jamie Moyer in game 3. Then the most disgusting game I've ever seen as a Mariner fan, Kazuhiro Sasaki took the loss. And then the absolute beatdown in game 5 where it was just, it didn't matter who we threw out there. We should have let Ichiro pitch an inning. For fuck's sake, it would have been better than 3-12.
yeah, I think when it comes to the playoffs, though, pitching is what's most crucial. So we always talk about our great pitching during the season. This is where it shines, especially with this colder weather coming in. The ball's not going to be
Mhm.
flying as much.
Unless someone on the Blue Jays has a Alfonso Soriano performance that he had, because we just couldn't keep him and Bernie Williams from doing off the base pass in 2001. But again, I like our pitching matchups a lot better now than I did back then as well too.
Yeah, I don't think that's even close.
Paul Abbott, Jesus Christ.
Yo, hey, real talk. That was the pitcher, and that was the year when I realized a pitcher's win-loss record isn't nearly as important as everyone made it out to be when I was a little kid.
116 wins, guy.
I
That's
just looked at
shit.
that dude. He
116
had
wins can get us
17 wins,
shit.
I think. Like that dude does not look that good. I'm gonna need to look at these stats. Oh yeah, Brett Boone's taking some shit that's making him like Ted Williams out here.
We still should have paid him.
Oh,
We should have called his dealer and been like, "Hey man, shh." Jose Pangalo. Oh God, Ginger Fit Dad. I forgot about that guy. You know what was funny? I'll tell you this quick story. Me and Tyler are walking out of the last game against the Dodgers. Of course, we didn't get the dub, and it looked like that we might be setting ourselves up for failure. So we're walking to the light rail, and I just so happen to look to my right, and they have a mural up of some great moments in Mariner history. And for some fucking reason, they had Arthur Rhodes up there on that fucking window. And I was, hey, I was like, what the fuck is he up here? Oh man, talk about having PTSD from your favorite baseball team, man.
It's lasted a long time for you, man. It's been a long time since those days.
Sure has. Never forget. Well, we haven't had much to cheer for since then.
Motherfucker, I was a teenager and now I'm a middle aged man. That's how long it's been.
Absolutely. I was 18. I was 18 the last time we were in this position, and I'm 42. Oh man, boss, go ahead. Hey, thanks for working the show. I'm thanking God the Brewers went to the National League. I do not want to see them this year. If we're gonna get to the Holy Grail, we're gonna have to see them or the $700 million man. Pick your poison. John Halama, stop it, Ginger Fit Dad. You're gonna make me cry.
I got his autograph.
Oh,
No
nice.
way.
I use it as a practice ball.
I know you'd be loving some Bobby Ayala out here.
Shit. Joe Panero. Just, Jesus Christ, guys. He says, I'm pushing 40. We feel you, man. We feel you. We've been waiting a long time to be in this position. But again, what a time to be a Mariner fan. Everything is right in front of us, and it's really shaping up well. Really shaping up well.
Boy, I, I don't even know what to say at times, man. I'm still tripping about this, man. Say ALCS. ALCS. I'm not even saying that other two worded phrase. That's not even going to be in my vernacular for the time being, man. It's all about the right now, but we can't emphasize it enough. We're up 1-0 with Logan Gilbert going to the mound, man. I feel freaking good. The only reason I'm not beaming with confidence is because of all these decades of Mariners hurt. If not for all that hurt, I would be strutting my stuff. This team might be able to do it, dude.
Again, this just feels different than the last runs, man. I definitely have more faith in our lineup. Even though we did out of these last 17 innings, though, man, it's still what 4 runs in the last 17 innings. That's still not lighting the world on fire, but they've been damn sure timely. They sure have been timely runs.
Yeah, that's kind of our MO. I mean, we're used to close games. Like the last
Yeah.
3-4 years has been nothing but close games, and this is what we're built for with this pitching staff.
Shitload of extra innings games as well.
Yeah, plus extra inning games.
Dude, I want to give a shout out to the fans at that game, though, man, because there's times in the year, and I don't even care, man. You do whatever you want to do when you go to the ballpark. We know there's days in the middle of the summer where people backs are turned for the half the game, drinking, having a good time. Man, that crowd was locked the hell in for 15 innings, giving the team all of their support. And I hear ya, man. I'm with the live chat, man. They're breaking out the tariffs already, man. Seattle Mariners, we need your help right now. Make it more expensive for them to come because we need to pack our wonderful stadium full of Mariners fans.
Bosco Head says if we win the series, he's going down to Chad's shop to celebrate. I'll tell you this. We mess around and win the whole thing. I'm going to Dockside Cannabis. Just don't tell my boss. Oh man. Jeff Ed, hey, I love Jerry's Mariner mustache. Isn't it great? Isn't
Rally
it great?
stash.
The rally stash, baby.
Had to join in. Yeah, me and my brother did that the Houston series when everyone else when we saw all the Mariners do it. So ever since then we've had the rally stash going.
I can't, man. This is as thick as mine gets. I can't. I
I
can't.
just
Maybe
got
I'll have
mine
to
in
go buy one.
reverse.
Maybe
I
I'll
got
have to
mine in
go buy one.
reverse.
I was sitting here looking at the stats from the 2002, from the 2000 and 2001 ALCS. The last time we were in this position, we actually did better in 2000 than we did in 2001. But here's something
Yup.
that'll make you feel old. Clay Bellinger's dad was on the Yankees in 2000.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was a ball player's son.
Yeah. And we trotted out Ricky Henderson. I love it.
Okay, RG, I got a question for you then. Just unrelated off of what you said. It seems like in all the major sports, there are more sons than I recall making these leagues. Do you have any opinion on what's going on there?
The weirdest thought that I've ever had about this is the fact that Michael Jordan had not one but two sons, and neither one of them made it more than just being a bench player in college. So
I mean, that's pretty good though.
talent doesn't always come down a generation. You could say with Ken Griffey Jr.'s sons never played baseball, never made it to anywhere playing baseball. What was it? Trey was a better wide receiver and kind of
Yep.
got lost in the mix at what was it, USC? It's tough. It's real tough.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Dude,
even though
you have
he's
a
the
cult
enemy right
following.
now, even though he's the enemy right now, one of my favorite players of all time was Vladimir Guerrero. If there was ever a grown man who played Major League Baseball like it was Little League, it was Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Jersey was always too big, hat was crooked. By the third inning, he's always covered in dirt. Just no batting gloves and a swing at anything.
Dude, and that
He's
arm.
another one of the greats.
Oh, dude, that cannon, man. He could he could throw you out from 2 states away.
Dude, he kills grizzly bears in Montana when he unleashes that thing, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, man. It's been fun, y'all. It's been real fun. Jerry, what's the vibes, man? How you feel? What we got LOG the OG going tomorrow. A chance to put this down. Does we know Toronto's gonna fight back. Do they fight back tomorrow is the ultimate pressure against them on the wall, and do we come back to Seattle up 2-0?
Oh, they're definitely gonna fight back, but we're coming home 2-0. Walter's gonna lock it down. That splitter's gonna be nasty tomorrow.
Yeah.
The story that I like the most that they talked about, because that's one of the things I've always enjoyed about baseball, is the stories when some of the best journalists and writers happen to commentate on baseball games. And when they were talking about how, to a man, each of the starters were going into Dan's office like, hey, if you need me tomorrow, I got you. If you need me tomorrow, I got you. Just willing to do whatever it took to make sure that we got to this moment and advance beyond. So we were bred with this pitching staff to be able to get us to this moment. And if there was ever a time for them to shine, 3-1, go 3-1 over the next four starts, and I don't I can't even fathom it, man.
Nope. This is what this team was built for right here. And I think we got this. I think we are shown we are the best team in the American League, and we're going to get our first shot at our first World Series.
Oh,
Would also be nice to see Cal keep that Rogers Center magic going. 9 home
Hmm.
runs in the last 3 years in that place. Would love to
whew.
see him get to 11.
Oh yeah, he's getting another tomorrow. Absolutely.
All right, Jerry. If you are Toronto right now, what is your risk tolerance towards intentionally walking Cal right now, given all the circumstances?
Uh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a couple of those tomorrow. Probably not early on, unless Randy's on second or third or something after that first AB. But yeah, I think if there's a base open and there's a runner or two on in scoring position, he's probably gonna get a free bag a couple
Yeah,
times.
I kind of think so too.
I think they kind of have to play with the fire with him. One interesting stat that came up during the game is that his percentage, his batting average on a fastball is less than 240.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was completely interesting. So it definitely you can get him out. I mean, I don't think he's reached Bond status where you're not going to let this guy swing the bat the next 6 games. You could definitely challenge him if you're the Blue Jays pitching staff. But he just seems to find a way, man. And I'm with you, man. I think that's the risk they're going to take is not being able to let him find a way.
Yeah, it just seems like it. It doesn't really matter where the pitch is. He can hit it out. I mean, how many of those swings where he's out on his
Mm-hmm.
front foot, golfing it off the outside corner, has he hit over the last couple of years? Like, I they're gonna pitch him. I don't think he's gonna get opportunities. I don't think he's gonna get intentionally walked the whole time for sure. But that guy can go down and get any pitch and hit it out. I feel like.
Hey, Gosman was rolling today, and he did it against that splitter.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Great point.
What was it the smoke said? Cal just made himself the poster boy for the torpedo bat.
Oh man, I was thinking earlier today, guys. Jorge Polanco's agent must be the happiest agent on the planet right now. Because I don't know if I've seen a single player in the major leagues this year up their money more than what Jorge's done for the entirety of the season. And then you tack on how crucial and clutch he's been in the playoffs. Jorge Polanco, up your money, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he made a good dice roll move coming back to the Mariners this year. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, and give Jerry his props too for bringing him back, even though we looked at it as a kind of backwards move. I'd say most fans did, but yeah, that's turned out to be one of the best moves of the off season for
Trader
most
Jerry did
teams.
his thing, man. Gotta give it to him and Justin. They did their thing. They put us in this. They made the moves necessary for us to be here, and that's really all we've been screaming about. That's really all we've been screaming about. Did we have a realistic chance to go out and get Otani? Not with that type of money, and even the investment it would have cost for Juan Soto. But when it was time for you to show that you needed to make a move to prove to the team and the fan base that you cared, that's exactly what you did. Here's my question: what the hell is up with Caleb Ferguson? Because we really thought he was a gem that Jerry got into this, and he now looks like a liability. Do we, seeing that we don't have enough lefties to combat them lefty on lefty with our bullpen, do we hope that the same way that Spire picked himself off the deck is what's coming with Caleb Ferguson?
I think that's what we gotta hope for. I mean, I'll be honest, I never heard of the dude till we traded for him. And I mean, he came in and he threw some good innings for us after the trade. So I was starting to gain confidence in him, thinking, well, they found something and they gave him the right analytics on how to throw his pitches and where to throw his pitches. But yeah, I'm with you on these last few outings. It's been shaky, and I don't know how much trust we can have in him. But we gotta hope that he can, dig deep. I mean, he came from the Pirates, so obviously he's not used to these type of moments, and just gotta hope, I guess. I mean, he's gonna have to come in at some point, I'm sure.
RG, his style of pitching might not be ideal for playoff baseball, though. Honestly, his style of pitching might be great for the because remember, because I once again a guy we got to Google. So I start digging deep on this dude, and we found out that he literally you could call him the best pitch to contact pitcher in the game. But swing and miss is fucking huge. There's a reason we all fall in love with swing and miss pitchers because they're the best in the game. And now we're facing all the very best lineups. There aren't holes. There aren't guys that should be in triple A, and they're gonna hit you. Like the numbers say that you are going to make contact with Fergie. Now, if it's a weak ground ball to shortstop, it's no thing. But now we're facing the better hitters, and it's catching up to him a little bit. And RG, when you look at him, his career stats tell us that he's kind of like a solid, mediocre type of reliever. He's certainly a big leaguer, but nobody special. The one that major positive is his playoff experience. But I think I personally got carried away because I never saw a guy with such extreme low hard hit rates. But the motherfuckers hit make contact all the time, and I think it's showing in the playoffs.
And the Blue Jays are a swing and miss team. If there's one strength that will
Mm.
give them credit for, they're not really a swing and miss team. I know it may look like that, but let's not be fooled. With one game, they really do a good job of putting the ball in play. That's why they were the best team in the American League all year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So again, long way from being over, but a feeling like this has not been had in the Pacific Northwest in an extremely, extremely long time.
You goddamn right, LG will get some swing and misses. Oh, you know it, baby.
LOG to LG, triple LG, gangster, gangster, read all about it.
Yep, I'll double down on that splitter being nasty tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Take that to the bank.
So the real question is, are you calling into work tomorrow?
No.
It,
Gotta get that
it'll
one to
it'll be
sell.
it'll be my date with Rick Riz. It'll be a lovely date with the great Rick Riz.
You know what? I'm not gonna be mad about that because these announcers were killing me today. So I'll be good with some local love for our Mariners during the game.
Would you would you rather take Joe Davis and John Smoltz over Joe Buck and Tim McCarver?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a long stretch for me. That's a long stretch for me. I can't fucking stand listening to Joe Buck.
I
Yeah,
honestly,
Joe
guys,
Buck's
tell me
hard.
what you think. I really liked AJ Przinsky and Adam Wainwright. I thought they were really good.
Yeah, I liked them during the Detroit series.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Mariners Lifer disagrees with me. That's what you get with commentators, man. People just have their own thing about them.
I don't know, man.
It seemed like they were disappointed in the Mariners win. It seemed like we hurt their feelings a little bit.
Well, fuck them. Good.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. He said that Joe Buck is the GOAT. I don't know, man. His dad is better than he is still. Yeah, for Jack Buck is the man, not so much his son. Yeah, but again, what a time to be a Mariner fan, man. Got win one today. Big shout out to Bryce Miller. Detroit was right. Uh, yeah, he was. He was. Rainwright. Sure, he was listening to Eminem and watching 8 Mile the whole time in the series.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. But again, what a time to be a Mariner fan, man. This is the first lead that we've had in the championship series. So we're definitely riding high. Emotions are. I'm still on edge, man. I'm still on edge. Just need to be more productive with the bats, and I think we're set up for a good week. Absolutely, man. Dave Newhouse is a go. Why do you think this show is called My Oh My?
There we go.
Facts. Yeah, honestly, he's the reason I love listening to the radio. I would always listen to it out at my grandpa's cabin during the summer break. Every day, every night at 7:10.
I still wish I lived a little bit closer. My saving grace with it is living where I live, being in this pseudo Dodgers market, is I got to listen to a lot of Vince Scully. And there
Yeah.
are people who are good announcers, and then there's Vince Scully who paints masterpieces with the English dictionary every time he talks. So yeah.
Well, you know what? With all due respect, fuck anybody that's got to do with the Dodgers right now. It's about the Mariners playing confident, laser focused baseball, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Mariner great is up there smiling, knowing he can get it done. Do you guys think that Gino is playing his way out of Seattle? Um, Despite his double today, his bat has not been good. Gino is the ultimate feast or famine. And where I sat with it is I thought that if you were willing to spend the block on Mitch Haniger, you should be willing to spend the block on Gino Suarez. I pointed out earlier that since the trade, he led the American League in strikeouts. That's what you get with Gino. But what Gino means to that clubhouse, what Gino means to the atmosphere, I'll put it like this: I would rather have Gino up there taking at bats long before I would want them to have Ty France up there taking at bats. You know with Gino, the moment can happen at any time, and with France, you're hoping and willing that that guy can do something. And then, yeah, man, I think that his defense is a little bit better than what we were getting from Williamson and Masterboni and everybody else we were platooning over there before we signed him. So I think the juice is worth the squeeze with Gino. Jerry, Ty, what you think?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, just from the what he brings to the clubhouse and the Geno vibe, the good vibes, I think that's been worth the trade capital 100% and whatever money he was owed. I think as far as re-signing him, I I wouldn't be mad if we re-signed him. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get a huge bag wherever he goes, but I mean, if he's willing to, play here for a reasonable price, I would be more than happy to have him here still. His defense still plays really well. He's got that cannon over there, and he's made so many of those beautiful running bare hand grabs, cross the body throws of first, and I think he's worth it. Worth the strikeouts are worth it.
Okay. Well, of the three pending free agents right now, then we have Naylor, Polanco, and Suarez. In an ideal world, you bring them all back. It's not an ideal world. The Mariners have a real budget that they need to work within. How would you prioritize those three guys then, Jerry?
Naylor, Polanco, Gino.
Oh, okay. What about you, Big Dog?
Same order. Naylor for sure. You might be able to work a club friendly deal for Polanco. You're still going to have to reward him, but you might be able to get it done a little bit on the low end. I'm with Junior. I love to see them all come back, but I know that's unrealistic in business.
Yeah, it's probably looking like
But
what
Gino might
60.
be the yeah, but Gino might be the best option you can go out and get because it's not like we were able to really find anybody else to replace it.
Well, and then it's all about looking at the value. It's all about looking at the value. There's a chance that Naylor explodes on the open market and honestly becomes not that good of a value anymore in terms of production versus cost. Maybe at Gino's age, because he is 4 or 5 years older than Naylor, and with all of his strikeouts, maybe he does become the more value type of play there. And I know you get sick of me saying that. This is just being a realistic Mariners fan here, though. And you got to think within the constraints of being a middle market team. I think I would roll the same with you guys. Gosh, it's tough, though. Bro, Ginger Fit Bregman, that cracks me up because I was pounding the table for Bregman. I don't think he would have had as productive as a year if he was in Seattle as in Boston. But fuck, I'd way rather have Suarez. Homer take, and I'm still standing on it.
I'm from Bregman's hometown, and I still rather have Suarez.
Bregman still got a very punchable face.
He does. He sure does. He
Damn right.
absolutely does. Junior Oliveira post up. Jeff Pass is reporting that Naylor would be around $45 million for 3 years.
Light work. Send it. Easy.
Oh, do 3 years 50 and make sure it happens then.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not joking. That's how you get
Let me
shit
ask you.
done.
Let me bring
Yeah.
this to you then. Do you think that this impending deal of losing Root is going to cause them to hesitate on any moves in the front office?
I think it's gonna be better now, right? Because
I'm with Jerry. Yeah.
they're not gonna be putting money in to Root, losing money. However, they were losing money and getting paid out by the MLB now. So I think,
So the whole TV package is going to be subsidized by the league. Have they announced that yet?
I haven't heard any details. I'm just assuming. I mean, I don't know how else it would work.
At least a good enough portion. And for the Mariners' sake in that situation, they're not the first ones to do it, too. So they are able to sit back and see how it worked for the teams that went under the MLB TV umbrella a year or two ago. But yeah, I'm with Jerry, man, because Root was like, you're sinking money into something that's not going to bring it back to you. Are they going to put it in their pockets and make their bank accounts a little fatter or back into the team? Probably going back into their bank account, but it's all good. I'm not trying to criticize this ownership group at this exact moment.
No, but I do really believe Naylor will be a Mariner next season after that AL West clinching celebration. Hearing Stanton talk in that party room really sounded like he wants Naylor to be a Mariner.
Where is Tyson? Tyson said some crazy shit, talking about we'll have the money to afford him after we trade Castillo to the Orioles. Get out of here. Again,
Mariners life for
man.
appeasing people.
He is.
Tyson's been trying to trade for our pitchers ever since we started having them hang with us, man.
He sure is. Sure is. Been trying to poach the whole staff.
For real.
You can have him if you give us Cal Ripken Jr. But since we're 20 years past that happening, sorry. Yeah, man. Good times, good times, good times. Jerry, always a pleasure to have you on us, man. Been telling everybody that if you don't know, me and Jerry got a chance to link up on Bleacher Report a couple years back. Just found each other to be like-minded. Back when this show was on another platform, we talked about doing the co-hosting thing with him, and then fate would just have it that as we move forward. Jerry is always a willing stand-in whenever I got to work, and just always likes to come on the show and hop baseball with us, man. And it's always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you, man. Any chance that we get a chance to be on here together. Sorry we didn't get a chance to link up when I was in your city, but hey, man, I might have to come find you Wednesday.
There you go. Yeah, no, fuck, man. It's always a pleasure to come talk baseball, especially when the Mariners are doing good things. It's always good times.
Ginger Fit Dad, I trade him for Gunnar Henderson. There's no room for Gunnar Henderson. We got Cal Raleigh, baby.
Wrong guy, but I get what you're saying here.
Oh, that's not Allie. It's not Allie. Oh, it's Allie. Who cares? Who cares? You
Hey,
heard what I
take your
said.
victory
I
lap.
said what I said.
Anyway. We got
I
Cal.
said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. I don't want him. Ty, man, anything else you and Jerry got for the people?
Dude, frickin' A. I'm actually really confident about the Mariners right now, and they know it, and we got the right leader. Dan Wilson might not have been perfect on the chessboard this year, but the guys follow him. He's a leader of men, and we can see it. This is a resilient bunch, man, and I can't say it enough, man. How good does it feel to have LG the OG rocking it in game 2 on the road? Freaking A, I love it, dude.
Yes, sir, man. I think we're set up. Think we're set up, and don't be surprised if we don't get on that plane and come back up 2-0 with the chance to close it out on the corner of Edgar and Dave. Jerry, any final words you got for everybody?
Nope, just stay strong, everyone. We're gonna get through this roller coaster ride together. Keep that blood pressure down. We got this.
Yes, sir. Strength in numbers. Make sure to take a break, go outside and touch some grass because tomorrow's going to be hectic as hell. All right. This has been My Own Minds, another sports podcast brought to you by Vadian Podcast Services. Big shout out to our executive producer, Andy, holding it down in Mother Control out there in Nashville, Tennessee. For those of you who couldn't join us on the live chat, this episode does come out Tuesday mornings, wherever you like to get your favorite podcast from. Big shout out to our social media director, Katie Matsumoto. Thank you for all you do and the internet presence that you help provide for us and keeping our names alive in the street. Most importantly, this show is not anything without the people that come and follow us each and every week in the live chat. And thank you for the subscribers that we do have. Thank you for the people who come and follow us. For those of you who are in here, if you haven't done already, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, help us grow our numbers and tell people, hey, there's a good sports podcast where we don't come with any bullshit. We just like to have fun and talk sports, no matter what it is, with the people who follow us the most. Follow us on our socials at MyOhMyASP. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on X. You can find us on Snapchat and Instagram, where Katie does some of her best work keeping us relevant in the mix. That's my man up there, Jerry B6, representing the 206, baby Mariner fan, 10 toes down. The homie in the side corner, that's the best co-host I've ever had, man, from Little Lake Stevens, representing Tide Talks 24. Big shout out to our super producer, Indy, Faden Podcast Services, and the guys at Romantic About Baseball. Thanks for keeping us in the mix. Hopefully you guys are having as much fun talking to ALCS as we are. Again, for those of you in the live chat, thank you for joining us each and every week. We'll see what happens, man. We may have to hop on a couple times next week. We may have some fun stuff to talk about that can't wait until Sunday. And if Jerry's free, hopefully he'll come rock with us as well, too. I'm that dude representing the Cinco Set of Cinco. I go by the name of RG, and thank you for joining us each and every Sunday night for My Own Minds, another sports podcast.